Hello my beautiful people, welcome to your weekly general tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for the general energies, trends and themes that we're all likely to be experiencing over the course of the week, all led by and tied together with my intuitive message, which I realise you are probably not able to read at the minute. Sorry, it's just because of the way that the light falls here around this time of year. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So this week, your intuitive message is home is found in the faithful. And it's those who have been with us through thick and thin that really count. So this is not only a week for family, because, you know, family is such a loaded word. And in the world that we live in today, it's not, you know, family isn't always the people that we're born to. Sometimes it's the people that we choose. And so when I went into my intuition this week, what I actually saw was a toy, a kid's toy, something that I, resonate with as comfort from childhood, let's say. And the way that this unfolded was that toy was hugging someone that had actually been maybe not like an enemy, but somebody that they'd had their stuff and they'd worked it out, and it's like, okay, you know what? Now that we've overcome this challenge, actually we can find friendship, we can find companionship, we can find home within each other. And so that's why the message, home is found in the faithful. Who can you look at in your life, whether you share blood with them or not? Who can you look at in your life and say, yes, you know what, this person has been with me through thick and thin. We've been through our challenges. We've had our disagreements. We've had moments where things haven't necessarily run smoothly, but all the time underneath it at the baseline, this is somebody that I can count on. This is somebody that I can trust. Your people, your tribe, your allies this week, they matter. And even if nothing necessarily, happens or whatever, this is a week for you to continue to do the work of cultivating your tribe, your network, your friends, your people. Tell them that you love them just because you fucking can. Tell them that they matter just because you can. Make a point of doing what you can to brighten somebody else's day. It's wonderful that we can lean on our connections when we need them, right? That's what thick and thin actually means. But home is found in the faithful for me. It's not just about the people that are there for you when the shit hits the fan. It's about the people that you continuously think about and, extend love and blessings to, even when, when things are just good and you want to share that energy with them as well. I do that. There are certain people that I will just randomly reach out to and just say, look, I'm feeling really good today and I want to send you some of this good energy. And they're like, okay, I love you too, Raph. That's how I am. And sometimes it will be, I'm not having a good day. Home is found in the faithful. And this is really important. And I'm not talking about faithful in terms of all the usual negative connotations and all of that. I'm really not interested in any of that crap. I'll tell you that right here and right now. What I mean is people that have actually been there for you and people that you have been there for through thick and thin. Okay, so love your people, love them hard, and let that matter this week. For our destiny card, we have the World card. So this is obviously something is taking place on the wider world stage this week that is likely to affect us all. We just recently saw, as I'm watching this, I woke up this morning to the news about what happened in Texas. I'm truly, genuinely very sorry, and my heart goes out to everybody that lives in that space, especially to those families who have been affected by this. And I really hope that your hearts are kept well and safe from here on in, so that you can begin to heal and process what is just a really tragic, awful time. I send so much love to those of you that are in that space at this moment in time, and I will be sending love and prayers out for all of you this evening. That being said, The World card speaks to the wider world stage and communities, and as again, you know, sometimes it's not necessarily about what we're born to or even the place that we're from. Sometimes it's about the place that we're at and who we are there with. The fact that we have the World card or the universe in this deck also suggests that this can be a week of transcendence, providing you are willing to let go of and release whatever it is that's held you back or in a specific pattern in some way, you know. And this is the thing, it's like this card very often shows up for promotions, and sometimes I say to people, especially in my client work, is what you have now worth what you could have if you give it up? You know, if you're getting a promotion, that means that you have to leave someone or at least something behind. So sometimes stepping onto that new level or that new plateau comes with a lot of change, and sometimes it's scary. For our direction cards, how do we best tap into this destiny energy of the World card, and what may it mean for us? We have the Two of Pentacles. So by making a solid decision and sticking to it. With the Six of Cups, by acknowledging where we've come from and who and what has brought us thus far. And the Moon card, by really allowing the past to be something that you stand on so that it becomes the foundations of your future rather than the trappings of your present. Okay, so this is a really powerful triplet in that regard as well, because it suggests that this is a true week of transmutation. And I also think that this is going to be a week where we see a transference of energy or a change in some sort. This could feel very much like the winds of change are blowing this week, and it could be really intense for a lot of us, but it's also through this that we traverse that with ease. For those of you that have people that live at a distance from you, family members, etc., just check in with them. This would be a really good week to do so, especially if you know that there are some conversations that are long overdue. This may be a week to have those conversations, to say what needs to be said, and to ultimately do what needs to be done. I hope that helps. All right, for our direction, our insight cards, should I say. So the insight cards is about what we can't see. It's what's going on behind the scenes that we may not necessarily be aware of, or what might be coming in for us all. And for this, also on the wider world stage, I actually think that this is a decision that has been reneged, that is now going to be looked at once more. So let's say, the only example that I can think of at the moment is here in Britain. The government said that they were going to give all of the citizens, because of the cost of living rises and stuff, they were going to give all of the citizens a discount on the council tax that we have to pay each month. And at this point, it's not materialized, nobody's seen it, and then there were talks of it sort of being scrapped or taken back. I feel like we're going to see like this in all of our communities somewhere. We're going to see something that was promised, that was reneged on, but it's now being looked at again. So as Mercury goes direct, it's like whatever this thing that was promised, that was taken away or not given to us, will actually come to fruition in some regard. So I hope that that is the case for, wherever everybody is in the world. For the insight cards, we have the Seven of Wands. So we are having to fight for something this week with the Six of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So, I mean, for me, this suggests that what is coming in as an energy this week is a need to stick up for ourselves and to claim whatever it is that we have been, what we feel we are entitled to. Now, that's a very loaded statement, and I realise a lot of people are probably thinking, ooh, grey area. What I mean by this is the Seven of Wands is asking you to fight for something. The Six of Pentacles is asking you to fight for something that you believe is right. And the King of Cups is asking you to do this from the heart space. It also suggests that a water sign person or a water sign male could feature in helping all of us move forward in some way, shape or form this week. So who are the water sign people in your life? This is a week to talk to them, to check in with them. Are they okay? Do they need anything? Now, the Seven of Pentacles Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands can also speak to the immune system, and the Six of Pentacles can also speak to this whole general sort of area of the body, and specifically things like the thyroid. So I would say this week it's about finding ways to balance your body. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but what I can say is that looking after your physical self in the areas that I mentioned this week may be something that you need to pay attention to. With that said, I wish you all an abundance of all of that good stuff. For all of you that are watching this, may I ask you, whether in the comments, whether just in your prayers, can you all send love, light and healing over to Texas and the people that have been through that sort of awful event? And as a world, can we just not even be kinder to each other, but can we take a moment out of our day to really send love to the world and to the earth itself, so that we as a race can be sustained? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a blessed and aware week ahead. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.